I made a video not too long ago, and in that video I talked about something called carrying. Somebody sent me a message to my inbox asking me, well, what the hell do you mean when you use the word carry? Now, he didn't ask it like that, obviously, and by the way, I just wanted to quickly apologize for taking so long to reply to that message. If I don't find mercy, I'm going to be in for a world of trouble. I didn't get her in time. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't check my inbox as much as I used to, and that's because I get spammed quite a bit. A lot of them are network offers, okay? Messages like, hey, we watch your stuff, we think your videos are awesome, come join our network. You know, the copy and paste message that they send to millions of people because that's their job as a network, is to cast an extremely wide net, hoping to catch as many fish as possible. So if you're a minnow, if you're a really small fish, in other words, a small YouTuber, I highly recommend that you do not join a network unless they're going to offer you some sort of service where they're actually going to help you grow. Many of them do not. Usually there is absolutely nothing for you to gain. There's no benefit from joining a network if you're a smaller YouTuber. That's just the way it is. So I'll make another video talking about that because I get that question asked quite frequently when it comes to my friends on YouTube or people that I associate with, and that's what my personal feelings are when it comes to them joining a certain network. And usually the answer is the same if in fact you have a small channel. But again, we'll talk about that in another video, and I'm sorry for even getting into it here. But again, I just don't want people to think I'm ignoring them. I do get your messages. Okay, back to the video. Just like you carry a bag of groceries home, here, what I'm trying to do is pick up my team, put them on my shoulders, and carry them to the finish line, okay? In other words, if the rest of your team is slacking, not doing their job, or maybe just playing shitty, okay, they're just not playing well, you as a player now have to take on that extra weight and carry it as a burden. You're going to feel it, you're going to feel the extra pressure, okay? You're going to play in ways that you normally wouldn't. And that's all because the rest of your team isn't really doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, I wish I personally was getting more support when it comes to healing. Okay, but right now I see that clock is ticking. I see that my team is just having a hard time pushing through. And while I try to offer them shield support, well, to be honest with you, a lot of them just aren't taking it. They're scattering, which isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it makes sense to scatter. But something that never ever makes sense is to go all by yourself and post some kamikaze shit, some 1 versus 5 shit, okay? Now, I have tried to offer some shield support, popping down my shield. I'm going to try to do it in an obvious manner to tell my team, hey, come here and use it. For the most part, they're not using it. Okay, so it's just getting to the point where I might actually do something I normally wouldn't, and that is rush in all by myself if in fact I have my ultimate, if in fact I feel comfortable that I'll at least be able to take 2 or 3 of the enemy team down. This way my team should have an advantage, and it should now be either 5 on 3, 5 on 2, or if I happen to die in the process, well, they'll still have an advantage by at least 1 or 2 heroes. Okay, so primarily I'm trying to take down the tank and the healer. Again, I want to make it clear that a lot of the things that I'm doing in this particular game is not the way I would normally play. Not at all. I would be more cautious. I would definitely be more mindful when it comes to watching out for my team and things like that, but I don't have the luxury in this game to do that, okay? If we don't get through this checkpoint, which is essentially a fucking choke point, we're not going anywhere. Okay, judging on how we have been playing as a team, me included, up until this point. I'm making sure we get through this motherfucker. And if you're a healer, for God's sake, don't play your character as if you're some sort of assault character. Hang in the back. Try to stay out of fucking view, okay? Don't be hanging out directly in the enemy's line of sight. That's not a smart thing to do if you're a healer. Now, the enemy team, the opposite team, I should say, has a capable healer. A healer that will also pop her ultimate, which is Resurrection, which is a pain in the ass, especially if we don't have one ourselves. I highly recommend, if you're going to be playing this map or the bigger sized map, to pick Mercy. Okay, Lucio makes more sense in smaller maps where the areas are more confined. Obviously, Lucio is great on any map. I'm just saying that if the other team in this particular map has a Mercy, I highly recommend that you pick a Mercy too, because again, that Resurrection is a pain in the balls if you don't have one as well, especially if you're having a hard time getting through checkpoints. Here's the thing, watch the kill feed in the top right hand corner. If I, for instance, take down 2 or 3 people, they're dead, that means they're out of commission, they have to respawn. If you see that, fucking push. Fucking push. Okay, so I'm going to try to just kite a little bit, try to get the attention of the tank and the healer. Hopefully they will chase me around a little bit. If they know how to play, they know to not chase me around. They know that's a bad thing to do. My intention here, when it comes to why I'm doing this in the first place, is to give my team some extra time to catch up. Okay, if they're respawning and things like that, time to get over to the objective with less resistance because they're chasing me. Now look at this. Half my team is in here. And we're in overtime. I'm hoping that at least Farah, somebody else shows up. Actually, I should say that I was hoping, because this is pre-recorded gameplay footage from about an hour ago. I'm not the type of person to sit here and try to pretend like, okay, I'm playing this while doing a live commentary. That's not the case for this particular footage. I don't like it when people do it on YouTube. I don't like it when Ubisoft is doing a gameplay demo, okay, and the voice comms are done by actors. And it's all pre-recorded and rehearsed. I don't like it when Ubisoft or any corporation does it. I don't like it when YouTubers do it. I just feel that it's somehow misleading. That's all. That's just me. That's just how I feel about things, okay? I think you're not really being honest to your viewer base or your consumers. I just think it's totally misleading. I'm sorry to be the guy to say it, but it does take a special kind of person to be able to play a video game live while also providing live commentary that is worth listening to, entertaining, well articulated, and wholesome, meaningful. It's not easy. So when people are pretending like that's something that they're able to do naturally, yes, I take offense to it. And also I think it kind of takes away from people that can do it naturally, such as, I don't know, John Bain, aka Total Biscuit. As if it's something that's easy to do just because you have the right software. The ability to use it, while also not giving a fuck that you're actually misleading your audience. It ends up just being this giant middle finger to people that can actually do it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Anyways, at this point of the game, as you can see, I took out about, what, 3 of them over by their spawn point, and this cart, this fucking object, is not moving. There's nobody by it. That was a great opportunity for the rest of my team to push, because we had the advantage when it comes to manpower, or we should have. But it seems like it's impossible to get the advantage. It doesn't matter. I could wipe the entire enemy team. But because my teammates just continued to make the same exact fucking mistakes, they don't give a shit. I mean, I played with this team one other game before this. You know, some of our teammates were like, hey dude, do you mind switching over to healer and things like that? They didn't. They just don't give a fuck. They just want to play the game how they want to play it. I'm picking this hero and that's the end of the story. Fuck you. Fuck winning. That's cool. It's your money and shit. But I want to win. I want to win, and there are some people on my team that want to win. I mean, essentially, that's why you're playing this fucking game, to win. But more importantly, my teammates are continuing to do the fucking respawn jog. Keep respawning because they keep fucking dying. And that really sucks if your healer continues to die. But anyways, yeah, we ended up pulling it off. All I'm saying is this: if your teammates are asking you, please switch to another character, this character will be more useful. In other words, we can do without 3 Junkrats and things like that. Please be open to suggestions. When I play this game, when I play Overwatch or any game, I feel it's my responsibility to do whatever I need to do in order to help the team win. And if that means, you know what, I need to pick somebody I'm not really a big fan of in order to do that, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it every fucking time. You don't need to learn every single character right away, but at least try to learn one hero in each category. I think that'll be a great start. Anyways, I gotta go. I love you all. Be safe and stay out of trouble.